Hi, this is Raj. Now, some of you are very experienced and some of you have tried telling people, instructing people that safety is important. But it comes to naught, it fails. Have you ever wondered why? Now let's watch this little video. It's called the halo effect. Let's see how it applies to you.
The impression you create is affected by the way you look. We tend to think beautiful people are more intelligent, popular, confident, and better at everything from their jobs to flying a plane. And if you can create a favorable impression, you can create advantages for yourself. You're more likely to get what you want. It might be a job, it might be popularity, or it might be the control you have over the people around you. Meet Ruth and Rebecca. Rebecca's classically attractive. Ruth's more on the plain side. They're going to demonstrate that how you look affects how you're treated. They're going to struggle up staircases at opposite ends of Liverpool Street Station in London with heavy bags, and we'll be filming in this workman's hut. First up, Ruth. How long before a knight in shining armour rescues this damsel in distress?
Oh, that's so kind of you.
Helped at last, but by two women, and it took 45 seconds. Now Rebecca's turn. How long before she's rescued?
Would you mind? Just shattered. I'm just trying to get to the top of those stairs there. Can you do the other one at the same time?
All of 8 seconds.
Oh, this is very kind of you.
Ruth is occasionally saved, but it takes longer. On average, 70 seconds.
Stand up.
Rebecca's average, 24 seconds.
Just start by these phones here would be great. Thanks.
You'd be forgiven for thinking that this caveman behaviour is more about sex than chivalry.
Yeah, pretty girl, needed bags carrying upstairs. I'm a sucker for that sort of thing. Every time. It's from my grandfather, I'm told. He was a charmer too.
But there's more to it than that.
Thanks.
We have a tendency to think highly of beautiful
And just
people.
because they are very, very delicate. Sorry.
What's in them?
Family heirlooms, would you believe? Bringing them back from my mum.
And we want to be near them, as if some of their glory will reflect onto us.
Have you got a few minutes to spare? Because if he doesn't turn up, I'd need to get them into a taxi up there. I'm going to be really rude now and ask one more favour. Could you lend me some money?
How much you need?
Can you do them all three?
The men are mesmerised. They do anything Rebecca
Oh, you're
asks,
so strong. Thank you so much.
although they clearly go out of their way for a pretty girl.
You're a true gentleman. I really appreciate this.
They deny that looks have anything to do with it.
And I'm really thirsty and I wouldn't mind getting a drink and something to eat.
Oh, well, that's all I've got me at the moment. You're more than welcome to it, though. If somebody needed help, I'd like to think that I would help everybody across the range, regardless if they're good-looking, attractive, smelly, well-presented, or whatever.
An American study found business graduates earn $600 a year more for every extra inch of height. And in US presidential elections, the taller man has won 17 out of 21 times. So, to test whether size really does matter, we took two actors to the streets of New York. Marcus and Melvin are almost identical. Same age, similar looks, just one obvious difference. Marcus is 6'4" and Melvin's 5'2". But who looks more successful at work? First, tall man Marcus.
He's a lawyer, doctor, and an accountant.
I would say he's an executive who likes sports.
Probably earns maybe about $500,000 a year.
54, 58, close to 60 a year, 60,000.
I would say maybe 100,000 a year.
He looks like a tycoon.
Now short man, Melvin.
He's little. Maybe a cook. He's like a cook.
I think he's a quiet guy, and he's not very happy. I think he's having a difficult situation right now.
So he earns about an average income, nothing fancy, but enough to live on, yeah.
Minimum wage, I guess, 20,000 a year.
On average, they credited Melvin with a meager $20,000 income and Marcus with a whopping $220,000. All thanks to a difference of 14 inches.
I wish I was his size, to tell you the truth.
So you watched that video. You notice that both people said the same things, yet one was deemed as bad and one was, oh, he's such a good, friendly guy, I want to listen to him or her, right? Now, that's the thing, see, if you go out there harsh with the same message, you care about safety, you care about your workers, you want them to go home safe, but they don't listen. But then you change your demeanor, your outlook, your personality. You're there as a guide, as a coach. You talk to them, you care about them, you ask them about their family, you ask them how many kids do they have, you ask them how they're doing, whether they're getting a good day today. And then they think of you as a friend who is caring for them, to talk to them about safety, who can impart some skills and look out for them, that you're actually there to help them. Not as an instructor, not as a drill sergeant. Even though the message might be the same, it's the way you say it. It's the halo effect above you that's very important. Now, if you want to sell something, you got to then get them to like you first. This is Raj.